off we go.
Yeah.
Right. So when last we left you guys off, you had just managed to fight your way through the overseer at the bottom of the smuggler's lair. He tried to put up a fight, as did his entourage of guards, but, well, it didn't really go well for them. You kind of paid them pretty quickly between the lot of you. Boxes were knocked over, fires were started, pretty standard day for you guys. You'd managed to either drive off or kill everyone that was there, and they'd fled through a portal beyond. You guys had waited behind to try and heal up and wait for reinforcements, which then arrived. You've now decided you have had a look through the portal on the other side, but it leads to another cavern. It's definitely a material plane, and it seems that whatever goods they had on the other side have been shifted through to, or shifted to another location. So you guys have gone back through the portal now, and you find yourself standing in this cavern again. It's a large space. The floor is covered in marks where it looks like, animals and wagons and things have been moving about. They have got about an 8-hour head start on you, though, so what do you guys want to do?
They've been through here, I can tell, because of the marks and the footprints that they have here. I'm going to do a survival check to follow the path.
I'm going to aid another.
At speed, I think. I just as how quickly would you say? I don't have Swift Tracker as a ranger ability yet. Usually it's at half speed, but I would like to do it at like a march pace.
You'd like to track as quick as you can, basically, yeah?
Yeah, basically, yeah. That's not very good. That was a hold on, let me just bring that up. 9. It was a 10 in total.
Aid another. I've aided you.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
so
there are
12
tracks and they're leading toward the exit of the cave straight ahead of you.
12.
I mean, but beyond the cave.
You gotta sort of leave the cave first.
Oh yeah, we actually have to get through the cave.
Is there anything else you guys wanted to do in here, or you just want to get straight out?
Oh yeah, we'll do a perception check and see if they've left us any nasty surprises, just to try and stop us from proceeding quickly. Natural 20.
Oh,
Hanging.
But there you go. Right. There's nothing in the cave itself, but in the tunnel that leads, you can see leads towards daylight, it looks like they've booby-trapped it with things such as... It looks like a kind of combination of things. There's various bits of grease on the incline and slope, and it looks like that some bits there's also things like tripwires for what looks like pulling down some of the support beams that hold up the tunnel.
Yeah. Now, I don't know about you, boys, but I'm not great at handling traps. My only option is really of pointing at them and then avoiding them, hopefully.
that's a good thing.
If only we had a rogue.
So yeah, I'll lead them all up to where we saw the traps, and can I do what kind of check would you say to judge how to maneuver across? Would it be an acrobatics check probably?
If you want to try and get over it.
Or to determine the best way of moving around it?
Honestly, it looks like it's designed mostly not to move around it. It looks like it's designed to basically try and trip you up and force you back into the tripwires.
Okay. Does anyone have something long?
Well, I have a 10-foot pole and one that's made out of wood as well.
I was going to say 10-foot pole isn't very long. But
You haven't? Why not?
I've been carrying a 10-foot pole this whole time.
Oh, apparently I haven't. I thought I did, but never mind. I mean, I can animate the rope.
Yeah, actually, use the spell manipulate.
It's wire.
Well, we have rope that can be animated.
That's what I was getting at.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll hang around the corner and use magic to tweak the tripwire.
Why don't I just use Mage Hand?
Or use Mage Hand. That works too.
Yeah, George, I used Mage Hand to trip the wire.
But we're not
Alrighty.
standing near it, by the way.
Yeah, you're like,
George. Okay,
Just want
okay,
to make that really clear.
okay. Cutscene. We're now at the wire. George,
yes.
I use
I'm
mage hand.
I could reach the wire, but I'm going to use Mage Hand.
Okay, I'm standing what appears to be a healthy distance from the wire. George, I use mage hand to trip the wire.
Alrighty. Cool. You yank the wire. It gives way. You can hear what sounds like some kind of crack and bang. It sounds a bit like a thunderstorm from somewhere nearby. One of the support pillars you guys can see just part of midsection of it just explodes and it falls down, and part of the roof starts to go. Let's have a quick look and to see how bad it is. Not too bad actually. It looks like the thing hasn't worked properly, and it's only partially collapsed the roof. So rather than say being a 10-foot by 9-foot tunnel, it's sort of half collapsed one side of it, so that there's a sort of 5-foot by 3-foot kind of gap to the right.
We can still get out.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit tight because you've got to try and crawl up a basically now a rubble-strewn, grease-slick slope. But
Well,
yes, you can.
Presumably the rubble will give us some better traction.
One would hope.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this development.
Alright, let's give it a try.
Alrighty, who's going first?
Who's got the highest armor class?
That
You know,
will
just to-
be the lizard.
Just in case.
Yeah, that's me. I'll go first. But instead of, I'll hold my bow out. I'll knock an arrow and step forward.
Okay, you're looking in the tunnel. Like I say, it's
Yeah.
Can I just send my owl down there?
well, to fly down the gap?
That's a good
Yeah.
shout. Yeah.
What's the wingspan
Yes,
here, Al? Because it's like a
Small.
Yeah, cool. No, I was trying to see. Can you? Is it actually going to go waddle through the gap?
I mean, it's a small-sized creature.
No,
so
I'm just wondering if you're actually going to say like, "Cool, walk up the tunnel and come back down and tell us what's up."
I mean, if it can't fit through the gap, then
It can.
But
Can you please make me a dexterity check for your owl?
let me go to the monster manual here. Check out my handy-dandy reference books. Animals in the back. Z for animal.
Did you find anyone else like, woo, who,
H M octopus owl. Dexterity. Plus 3. 2. Natural 20. Wow.
Nice.
Great. So, all right. Your owl hops down and starts waddling up the gap. You guys wait about 2-3 minutes, and then eventually the owl just slides back down on its belly and stands up before you guys. It seems to flap and hoot, and you get the impression that you can get through to the other side, and there's no one there.
Okay.
Okay. Shall we start?
You now have a slightly greasy and dusty owl.
All the harder to grapple
Poor
with.
thing.
The best kind.
Should we start moving some of this rubble to see if we can crawl through?
There is a space to crawl through. The tunnel's only like half-ish collapsed.
Yeah.
It's just that there's a tunnel that you have to now crawl through, so you can't get wagons and things back through.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that makes a lot of sense. That's very clever. I'll crawl through first. Oh well, Scales will anyway.
I will go next, I guess.
Okay, dexterity checks for the crawl spaces.
Yep, this is going to be awkward. That was not brilliant.
Oh, you stuck.
I'm getting there. There was only a 11.
It's not great. It's pretty slow going for you.
I'm like, sorry. Like, my bow's getting in the way. Like, all of my equipment is not helping me in this small space.
As a thought, if you wanted to, you could do a thing where you basically take off your pack and your gear, take a rope through with you, and then you can just pull stuff up rather than having to try and squeeze through a space with it.
Really good idea. I'll do that.
Good thinking, Ranger.
Yeah, and then yeah, I'll use a rope skill. Let's do that. Well, then I roll a natural 20 to roll a rope. I'm being quite both lucky and unlucky today. So yeah, I've tied my bag. That's all okay.
So you've got your little rope system set up. That's great.
Yeah.
But now can you crawl through the gap?
Only a little bit better. That one was
Is it literally one better?
13. I'm making a right hash of it.
It's a
I'm
little
not
bit
good at
easier.
small spaces, guys.
Yeah, it takes a bit of going, but you manage to squeeze your way through. You're now on the other side with the rope in hand. You can see that it's not quite at the end of the tunnel yet, but it's mostly there. There's about another sort of 10-foot by 5-foot kind of space, and then it steps out into what looks like the wilderness beyond. You can see, if you can see the picture on the streamy thing, it's you can see what looks like a lush valley with a waterfall not too far off away from you.
Sounds pleasant.
I'm suspicious.
Well, you're a bard. All bards are suspicious.
Also a dwarf, so doubly so.
Yeah.
Right, who's next through the hole?
I'll go.
Go for it. Roll a dexterity check.
14.
Fantastic. You make it through a lot more gracefully than the lizard man did.
Which is weird, because I have branches.
I know, right? I'm assuming you guys in between this are basically hauling gear back and forth.
Yeah. Not that I have much gear to haul.
Yeah. Okay, so Red, presumably you've sent through your gear to the other side first, and then you're going to try and head through?
Yeah, and I've just rolled my dexterity. Oh god, natural 1.
Oh god.
Slide.
No.
Rock style, everyone dies.
It's gonna be the ladder all over again.
No, unfortunately you're a bit stuck.
How stuck?
Like, you can't get out on your own stuck.
I'll give him a yank.
Strength check.
I got this. 18.
Yep, there you go. I was going to say, he's either really got this or this is going to go horribly wrong.
I pull you so hard your arm comes off.
Like, dislocation. It's like, no, the dwarf can't play his instrument now. He's literally good for nothing.
Ah, I still tell jokes.
You know a lot about stones.
I do know a lot about stones.
His knowledge of music is pretty rock solid.
But
Right.
does stone cutting work on rock and roll?
It will when I invent it.
It also gives you a slight bit of trivia knowledge on the Rolling Stones.
Yay!
Right. Yeah, but you guys are all through.
Bob Dylan song.
Yeah, you guys are all through on the other side now, and you can see the valley up ahead of you. It looks like there's kind of a ledge heading around to the right, and it crosses what looks like a bridge of stone up ahead.
Speaking of stone cutting,
Yes. Do you want me to assess this bridge
probably better you than me.
for Constitution?
This would
Okay.
be not Constitution, but there would be kind of a Wisdom check in this case.
Checking the bridge's
Oh, no.
constitution.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay. I roll 15. Is there any bonus to this?
Like I say, a Wisdom.
So 15.
Doesn't stone cutting give you a +2 on that?
It's fine. That
So
was enough to
17.
find out anyway. As far as you can tell, it looks pretty thick. It's about 15 feet wide by 10 feet. By 10 feet at its thickest point. It's 10 feet thick at its thickest points and 5 feet at the middle and the narrowest point. So this looks pretty sturdy and stable. Large enough for a wagon to cross.
Nice.
Albeit weirdly curvaceous for a bridge.
Yeah. Well,
It looks good, guys.
much.
It looks good.
Let's go.
Let's.
Great.
We go.
So yeah, you guys head off. Okay. As far as you can tell, from the indentations and things like the grass and the mosses around here, it looks like this. Yeah, obviously everything still went this way. You cross the bridge and you are gone to a rather spectacular view of what looks like a very large valley. It looks like you guys are at one end of it, and that the waterfall here flows into a stream that flows to the other end of the valley. It looks like that most of this trail follows the left side of the valley, weaving its way further towards the bottom. You can see that there's some trees and vegetation that crest the hills on the sides of you.
It looks like a large valley, guys.
Oh, sorry. Just for visualization sakes, what kind of terrain are we looking at here? What kind of like geography? Like what kind of landscape are we talking about here? Like, is it?
I was gonna say,
And it's a sky blue.
yes, it is. I did
That's
actually
good.
put up a picture for the stream, but I will try and see if I can add one to.
Ooh.
I want to hear. Or to go to the chat, whichever one's quicker for you guys. Right. Where are we at? There you go.
Ah,
Oh, beautiful. Oh, that's so cool.
Very nice.
I do kind of want to actually go and visit there.
That's
I
all-
can't be
that's all I
distracted.
found it.
We have an anti-slaving mission to get on with.
Yeah. It's
you
like
fail your
the main
will
plot
save
goes
against
for
the
wilderness.
landscape. You fail your will save against the landscape and build a house.
It's just like no, it's the Elder Scrolls problem where you're like the main plot's important, but this looks so amazing. I have to go and spend the next 8 hours exploring it. It's like, why don't you make the rescue your son? He can wait.
But it's okay. You get a +2 because there isn't anywhere that serves pina coladas.
Oh, damn. Well,
You also take a minor debuff though because you've got a ranger and a druid and a bard.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, we'll just stop it, guys. We'll just be like, yeah, let's just make a pub here. That'll be great.
When the slavers get back, they'll need a drink.
Yeah.
Look how great our beer garden is going to be.
and thus the main plot was changed.
Not the first time.
And we now play Business Simulator.
Yeah.
It is actually possible to do
Yeah,
that
it's
in
more
D&D.
likely than you think.
But yeah, let's carry onwards.
Yes.
Yeah, let's carry on. Should we do stealth checks?
We can try.
We have form.
I did good. That one was.
Issue. Oh, natural 1.
Never mind
For
then.
stealthing.
Mine was pretty good though. I was quite pleased. I rolled 20. Or I rolled 16 plus 4 for dexterity and then 5 for ranks, so 25. So I'm pretty quiet.
Hey, move silently, 19. Not bad.
So both of you guys are fine, and meanwhile, red. Oh goodness.
The accordion is sounding off in the background.
Yeah. Like while trying to cross the bridge, it seems like your accordion just gets compressed and just lets out a massive, just.
I'm so sorry.
Which, considering where you are, just echoes through the this cave valley. So, yeah. Right. So, but you guys made it across the bridge, and you're now on the other side of this valley. Right. So it looks like the ramp, because kind of heading down, it's again about 10 to 15 feet wide, kind of undulating as on its way down. Do you guys want to just follow the trail? Do anything else check-wise or anything like that? Considering, I mean, stealth for the two nature characters, stealth was great. For the bard, no.
This is not my natural.
No.
Yeah.
This dwarf was built for singing, not sneaking.
The hills are alive with the sound of red luster.
The hills are alive with the sound of accordions. But yeah, so you guys are going to head down. Any spot checks? Track checks?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay,
Yeah.
so for tracking, that was awful. That was like 7. For spotting, however, that's also pretty bad. That was like 11. And for listen,
I've rolled a 25 on my survival check to track.
Fantastic.
nice. And I did not roll anything higher than 11 for any of those.
Grand. You blew it all on your rope tying.
Yeah.
Right.
Walking around feeling very proud of my knots.
How about you, Gabby?
So 11 for spot check. What were the other two?
Anything else you can think of that you'd like to do? Spot is the pretty generic one, though.
I spot.
Technically, there's also
11.
listen.
I listen and I get a 13.
All right. You guys don't notice anything out of the ordinary or anything like that. Or you can tell as the track's going down. You can see that there are birds way up above, but other than that, it's a valley. It's green. There's trees. There's stream. There's rocks. The sky's blue. There's an actual real sky, which is quite weird for you guys. It's been a while.
I like it.
Guys, what is that up there?
That's the sky.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Is it made of water?
Bits of it.
Some bits, yeah.
Okay.
Red
Blue
Lister,
bits?
why are you shouting?
Because I rolled really low.
I'm really excited! I've never been for a portal before.
It's like, what's
Anyway.
that massive yellow thing? I don't know. You should stare at it harder to find out. You spot
Anyway.
check the sun.
Start doing constitution saves against the sun.
Yeah, no, but you guys are following the trail down. It's pretty quiet for the most part. You guys follow it down. This valley looks like it stretches on for a couple of miles. If Tristan and David, if you guys want to, you could do nature checks to try and figure out if there's anything to this valley, formation-wise
Sure.
or whatever.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
27.
Nope. Like 7.
Fair. Well, David, you're pretty sure that this valley was formed a very long time ago, probably by glacial movements and then the runoff. But obviously this seems to have receded a long time ago, and it's a bit warmer. You reckon you're probably somewhere in sort of like the upper kind of climate bands of this plane? You're just glad it's not winter, because otherwise things would be a lot colder.
Yes.
But it's a pretty mild enough day. You reckon it probably will flow, this stream probably flows into a river outside of the valley. It's just a matter of following it to where.
Yeah.
You can share that with the gang if you want to.
Well, I'll withhold the geology lesson, but it's like there's nothing out of the ordinary here. If we follow that river, or if we follow the stream, it'll probably take us to a bigger river, and rivers mean people, and people are a good place to sell purloined goods.
Well, also as well,
Ooh.
rivers and streams are a very good way of transporting things a little bit quicker. We may be better off on a boat, depending on the
I was
trail.
going to say, because Tristan, what was your profession that Scales has? Did he actually have any ranks in profession?
He's a track. Yeah, no, not in profession. Let's have a quick look. What he did in his backstory is he used to find missing people in Sigil,
No, fair.
and then report them to lawmen.
But yeah, no, you're right on the money. You know that it's a lot easier to transport goods on, like, both. It's faster to transport goods on river, like by barges and canals, than it would be via land. So they may well have, moved stuff onto a barge further down the stream.
Yeah, we may have to spend a little bit of time either trying to find a boat by the river or making up a quick raft, which we should be able to do between us.
And I've got the swamp stalker feat, so that helps probably.
Nice. Yeah, that could really help.
Is there a
I'm
register
adapted
for that?
to them. Yes, there is. I'm adapted to a marshy environment.
Yeah, so am I.
I'm not. Feel a bit sad about that, really.
Feeling a bit left out, the one non-nature character in the nature group.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I
Yeah.
think we should do... I think we should try and double time it. We should do a force march towards and try and get to the river as soon as we can.
Oh wow, Force March, we haven't seen that in a while.
I know. It doesn't often come up in games.
No, because who wants to
But we
do a
need to
Force
try and
March?
catch up. I know, it's awful.
Let's do it.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. So it's actually been forever for me since I've done the rules for it. Can you remember them off the top of your head, Tristan, before you ever flick through the player's handbook?
I think, yes, you can do it for as many hours as your constitution score, and then in anything over that, you have to start making DC 15 checks.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Depending on how far away it is. and a force march is like slightly less than your total movement speed, but it's about, I think it's half of that. I think it's the
Force
equivalent of like a slow
Yeah,
jog.
here we go. Force march.
No, it says a forced march lets you so in a normal day of walking, a character walks for 8 hours. A character can walk for more than 8 hours in a day by making a forced march. For each hour of marching beyond 8 hours, a Constitution check DC 10 plus 2 per extra hour is required. If the check fails, you take 1d6 points of non-lethal damage and become fatigued.
Yeah. So, do you guys want to try and do that?
Oh, we could just hustle.
Yeah, hustle. I forgot. Yeah, that's what I was probably trying to say. Hustle was probably
This sounds more in my ballpark.
Just thinking, all the overlap movement types. I haven't had a chance to use this stuff in years. Right. Okay, so what do you guys want to hustle for just 1 hour and see how you go?
Yeah.
Cool. Right. An hour later, you've hustled your way down the valley. You're still in the valley, however, though you've made it close to the valley floor. It looks like a pretty, it looks like a pretty active stream. There's quite a lot of water and it's running pretty strong and fast. Doesn't look remotely suitable to try and have any kind of like boats or rafts going down it because there's a lot of rocky ground, things like that. Although you guys can see fish and things jumping up and down the water as well, and odd bits of wildlife drinking from the things that seem to mostly just stare at you as you wander by. It's about 20 feet wide, the stream, for the most part. Sometimes going to 30 and then narrowing back down to 20. The one thing that you guys did see that's a bit strange is that you saw something that looks like a very, very large cross between a deer and a horse, but bigger.
Should we skirt around it, or do you want to talk to it maybe? Yeah, actually, nature checks first would be a really good idea.
Would it be nature?
Yes. What do you get in his
I am rolling really badly. I rolled a 3 on my dice, so that would be in total a not enough.
I've rolled a 16 plus 11, so that'll be another 27.
Alright, Tristan, you've no idea what that is. David, you're pretty sure you've not seen one before, but you're pretty sure you've heard about this. You think it's a moose.
Ah! That's a moose, that is. I can wild shape into that now, at level 5, now that I've seen one.
Yeah. It's a big sod. It kind of just seems to be this eye you guys on the other side of the river.
Just leave them alone. That they can be. Just leave them alone. They'll probably leave you alone.
Okay.
Unless it's mating season, then they're just ornery.
Yeah, and
God.
definitely keep you in distance.
I edge awkwardly away from the moose.
You can't handle the moose. Okie dokie. What's your marching order, by the way, guys? You guys just walking side by side.
I'll lead the way.
Let us know if the tracks disappear.
Yes. Let's have a quick. Gonna have a quick look at the tracks.
Ate another!
That was not bad that time around.
Oh my god.
I know. I'm surprised as well. That was still 15 only.
Yep, well, you're following the tracks, alright. They're definitely there. They look fresh-ish. Obviously, better part of 8 hours old, but they definitely went this way. It's hard to say. They haven't decided to go across the stream or anywhere else. Not that you think there's many places for them to go in this valley. Right. Can you three all make me perception checks, please?
Yeah. That was
Spot
okay.
for you, Gabby, sorry.
Does my owl get one?
Does it get one of its own, or does it add to
That
yours?
was
I can't remember.
15.
If you're treating it as its own creature, it doesn't confer me a bonus to spot, I don't believe.
Then, yeah, because it should be its own creature, because it's not familiar, is it?
No, it isn't. So I rolled a... This is spot we're doing?
Yes.
I rolled a unnatural 20.
Grand. What did you get, Gabby?
A completely natural 4.
F and A. Right. Who was bringing up the rear, by the way? Was it David or Gabby?
I'll bring up the rear.
Cool.
The owl got a 22.
All right. Yeah, no, as far as you guys can tell, it's all good.
Wonderful.
So yeah, you guys head on for about another half an hour, 40 minutes, following the trail by the valley base. You're going to go in for just shy of 2 hours now. You reckon it'll take you another 3 to 4 hours to get out of the valley? You've seen, as you passed it, there's been other little streams that flow down from elsewhere in the valley that just joined up with the stream.
Yeah, what time of day is it? So we've been traveling just under 6 hours now.
Not quite that long, because you've only been hustling for a bit. Because
Yeah.
otherwise you'd have to start making checks. So you've only been going for just shy of 2 hours.
Oh, yeah, sure.
But as for the time of day, from what you can see, from what you can tell with the sun. Actually, make me a nature check,
Yeah.
David and Tristan. Is it all one?
It's a survival
So
check.
it's free, so about like
Okay,
8.
actually, that's probably a fair one. It could be survival or nature.
Yeah. It's to
Okay.
determine time of day, it's survival.
I'll say
Unnatural
use nature.
20.
No, that was a natural one.
I've rolled an unnatural 20.
Fantastic. Apparently, Tristan still can't roll to tell the time. And David, you're pretty sure it's the afternoon
listen.
at some point.
We don't often have sundials. It's really difficult.
Like I'm used to a place where the sun is there like all the time. Okay. The fact this one moves is weird and strange to me. But yeah, no, you can tell. You reckon it's past midday, sometime in the afternoon. It's not quite sure how long because you're still getting your bearings to the place.
Yeah.
But you reckon you should at least have a few more hours of daylight.
I will share this information with the group.
You now all know you should have a few more hours of daylight, and it's the afternoon.
Cool.
Happy days. Right.
Yay.
Cool. Alrighty. While you're discussing this while walking along. Right. Gabby, you're pounced by something.
Oh,
Oh
God.
no!
Pounced or
It's
pantsed?
me.
Okay, because I swear I heard pantsed.
I
No.
had pounced.
No gene stealers.
Sorry.
here.
Sorry, I need to go check on the roast. Sorry.
Right. No, it's cool. Go for it. Go.
A likely story.
He's just scared about being pantsed.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is I rolled a 1 for damage.
Hey, but what about the grapple?
That. Yeah, that's going.
It's not tigers.
I'm rolling base damage first.
God.
It's still not great. 2 for the extra d6. So,
Because he's a dwarf, he has sure-footed, so he gets +4 in his defense. I think. Does that apply to grapples?
let's find out.
I thought that was bull rushes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
I
bull
think
rushes and like knockdowns.
It's different in every system. They could just never make up their minds.
It's like, just for God's sake, pick one and stick with it.
Oh, being tripped. There you go.
Nobody trips
He's
a
not
dwarf.
tripped.
Yeah, there we go, stability. +4 to resist bull rushes or tripping. But not when climbing, flying, riding, otherwise not standing permanently on the ground. Cool. Well, we'll have to see how Gabby do with the post grapple. Otherwise, luckily he got off really, really easy from the damage because I rolled a 1 for the base and then 2 for the additional sneak attack damage. For a grand total of 6.
Nice.
Could roll stealth checks, just not damage, apparently.
Okay, I've been pounced by something.
Yes, you've been pounced by what looks like to be some kind of large cat. Luckily,
Oh god!
Luckily, it did fuck all damage. You rolled a 1 plus modifiers for its damage and 2 for its bonus sneak attack damage. So you just took 6 damage.
Nice. Hey, that's not bad.
It is not bad indeed.
Now, could you please make me an opposed grapple check?
And opposed
cat.
grapple check. So I took 6 damage, right?
Yes.
Only 4. Okay, opposed grapple check.
Just the same as a regular grapple check.
Yeah.
Thank you. Why are you making stuff more complicated for me, George?
It's
that's
just how it's phrased.
15.
You could
Eh,
use
18.
escape artist, I think, if that's higher.
Ooh,
You do what?
maybe.
Escape artist to get out of a grapple.
It is not.
I think you still have to make a check to resist the grapple in the first place.
Hmm.
So is that just a standard D20?
It's
Yeah,
D20
the
plus your grapple modifier, yeah.
So 18.
Let me just double check the modifier, but I think you just managed to beat it because I still apparently can't roll very well.
You're telling me I've rolled 3 ones this session.
Get them out of your system.
Yeah.
I don't know what time it is.
I was going to say, to be fair, at least they're not for anything important that's put your life in danger. So if you'd rolled ones here, then you'd be really in trouble.
Yeah, I mostly play myself for this.
I love that you don't know what time it is. Why the fuck can't I modify that?
It should be night!
Not at this level, it's not. Right, yeah, no, so it doesn't grapple you.
Yay!
Yay, I remain ungrappled.
Right, initiative please, folks.
Oh my god, 2.
15.
Tristan.
Can
Can
so I
you
was on
beat
mute.
two?
I can.
Oh, Jesus. I just rolled my
Sorry.
initiative. It's not, no, it's not, I just rolled my initiative, it's not good.
Probably better than mine.
What's your dexterity modifier, Gabby?
Oh, do I get a bonus?
Yeah.
It's only modified to the dice roll.
Oh, great, 3.
Hey!
It's not great.
Not.
You rolled as much as I just rolled.
Yay.
I rolled a unnatural 20.
Woo! Alrighty. Yeah, so... Tristan's going first.
Cool, I'm gonna try a new ability I learned in the caves, guys. It's called Rapid Fire. Let's give it a go. I rolled a 19 for my first shot, so that's probably going to
I'm
hit.
pretty sure that's a hit.
And I rolled a 7 on my other one. So let me give a quick look. So I have to my. It's within 30 feet, isn't it?
I think so. Let's find
So
out.
I rolled a 13 on my second shot.
I don't think that does it. It was
I don't think that would hit either. Usually it doesn't. Yeah, that was for the second shot.
Yeah, no, there's no range benefit on rapid shot or range limit on rapid shot either. It's just you get.
Oh,
one
I was
extra
doing it
attack
for
around.
a point blank.
Ah, right, yeah. Also, you get the -2 as well for each shot you do extra.
Yeah, that I put that on.
Cool. So the first one hits. Do you want to roll damage?
Yeah, let's roll 1d8. And I rolled 1.
Not including strength.
Hey!
Or is this your crossbow?
No, it's just that I've got my bow isn't strength applied yet.
Regular old bow.
Just a regular old longbow.
Yeah.
So 1 damage. And then I'm going to move. I'm not currently threatened yet, am I?
No.
Only by my good
just
looks.
Gabby right now.
Cats climb trees really well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move over to try and take cover behind a tree in the opposite direction of the tiger, or of the large cat. Sorry.
Fair. If you guys
what
want to, you
colour
can
is
make
it?
nature checks.
Yeah. What color is the cat?
It's kind of like a kind of tanny brown.
Yeah.
Cat color.
It was not good. It was a 12 for knowing what cat is.
How about you, David? Did you get anything?
Oh, I didn't roll. Unnatural. Actually, 21.
Yeah.
Plus 10.
It's a cougar.
Cougar. Cool.
I've already got my Inspire Competence joke ready.
I look forward to it. Right. Okay, David, you're up next.
Let me see. What do I want to do? It's in melee with our squishy friend.
Yes, it is.
I am very squishy.
Can I
I'll
charge
pounce
it?
it.
Try to bull rush it and push it back.
Go for it.
So what do I need to just roll a strength? Do I need to roll the hit? I haven't bull rushed anything in a long time.
No, that's a good question. I forget how to.
So if I charge, I get a +4 to the bull rush. I know that much.
Yeah, hang on, let's go double check it. God, we're cracking out loads of things we've used in a while. Bull rush.
Special. Like, when was the last time we did a bull rush? When does that ever happen? Alright. God.
Bull
Yeah.
rush.
Hang on, I've almost got it. Where
Special attacks. Standard action as an standard action, or as part of a charge, you make a bull rush.
Yeah, there we go. You can make a bull rush as a standard action or as part of a charge. When you make a bull rush, you attempt to push an opponent straight back instead of damaging them. You can only bull rush an opponent who is one size category larger than you, so the same size or smaller. You move into the defender's space. Doing this provokes an attack of opportunity from each opponent you threaten, including the defender. If you have an improved bull rush, you don't provoke attack of opportunity from the defender. So, you still going to bull rush?
Yeah.
Cool. Attack of
Good
opportunity.
idea.
What's your armor class, David? Other than high.
21.
It's probably
21.
Yeah, I'm just seeing, like, I don't think this thing has enough modifiers to do much of anything, but, no, doesn't look like it. No, just shy, actually.
Okay. So, bull rush. Is this thing medium?
Yes. No, large, sorry.
Okay.
God, it's bigger than I am.
Yeah, it's a line.
So,
Sure.
So it gets +4 for having 4 legs.
And for being large.
No, I get -4 for it being large, but I get +2 for charging, so
Yeah.
it gets +4 and I get -2.
Aight.
And
And
you
then
just
I add my
straight
strength.
checks. Yeah.
So,
Good luck.
21. I rolled a 19. So, 21.
21. Yeah, that hits.
Well, that's the
strength check.
That's
to
the strength
push.
check to push.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, strength
it
checks.
has to resist.
Cool.
What did it roll?
You said you got 24?
21.
Yeah, it beats you.
It beat me.
I got an 18 before modifiers.
Ah. So
So-
I'm just in melee with it now.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, so it's got plus. Yeah, it gets +4 if it's big, so it does. So yeah, you're
Yes,
just in melee with it now.
I tried!
You did try.
Great. It's the cat's turn. It's now going to try and have a crack at you, David.
Welcome
That
to
makes
try.
sense. It's like, rawr!
Right, so it's going to try and
Use you as the scratch post.
Cougars do love pounding wood.
Meow meow, motherfuckers.
I was waiting for that, Gabby. Right. Cool. Let's try and make a. Okay, it's just going to go. Just do nothing else except just full attack you, David. So it's going to roll for. Right. Cool. So ooh, that's quite high. What you see, your arm class was 21.
1.
Oh, that just misses by the 1 for the bite. So let's try the claws. Oh, Christ. Right, okay, first one hits you just for... How much damage was that? That was... 9... Okay, it misses with its bite, it then hits you with a claw for 9 damage. It then rolls a natural 1 for its other attack, and it's now got its claw stuck in your butt.
Hey, keep it. We might be able to sell that later.
Okay, that was the cat's turn. Gabby, your turn.
Oh no! Oh, I didn't do it right. Let me carry on. I just remembered I should have done a diplomacy check to calm it down before we started killing it.
So the cat is now stuck in David.
Yeah.
It also has a single arrow in it, just like in its like foot or something.
I feel like if David stays still, it's going to be very easy to stab this cat.
One
Yeah.
would hope. It's still it can still move though with its like legs, and it's probably writhing a little bit.
I guess,
Pull it
well,
down.
you know.
I'm gonna make it have to pull itself free.
Well, yeah, but that would be in its next turn, presumably.
Yeah. So for now, it's
So I can. Yeah, now I'm just gonna try. I'm not gonna try and negotiate with this one. I'm gonna try and stab the fucker.
Oh.
the time for diplomacy is over.
I learnt my lesson about trying to intimidate rats. Not make it. Well, actually, that worked. But
I was
never
gonna
mind.
say, are you sure you don't want to, whip it out and try and wheel on it to establish dominance?
Oh my! I wish I had, because I just rolled a 2.
What? Okay, it's probably a good thing that you didn't do that, actually. So you try and stab it, and you miss, because it's just flailing about. You've got one more action. What do you want to do? Presumably step back?
Yeah, take a 5-foot step back is a good idea.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool. You've done it. Alright, back
Hey.
round. Tristan,
Thank
you're
God I
up.
didn't have to roll for that.
Cool. I'm not going to try diplomacying it. It's probably really angry right now. I'm
Hey,
gonna
it started it.
You can try.
I've shot it already.
Yeah, it did 1 damage.
You probably didn't notice.
Yeah,
I'll give it a go. I'll for my action. Let's have a quick. What's the feature for it? Cool. It's called. Let me just bring it up. Wild empathy. Here we go. So I'm going to use body language. I'm going to try and get its attention. I'm going to be like, "Here, kitty. It's okay." Shh. That kind of thing. No, not at all. It's probably enraged. I
It's
rolled.
not convinced
What
that
did you
anything is
roll?
okay.
I rolled a 4, and I've got a -1 to my charisma, but I do have. I haven't got any points in diplomacy, but I do have 5 ranks in handle animals, so still like 8 at the best.
Great. It's not enraged or anything, but it's not having it. It's not happening.
I'm gonna shrug and say, "Sorry guys, I tried. It's angry." I'm gonna turn around and hide behind the tree again.
To be fair, talking is it should be a free action for trying to do wild empathy, isn't it?
Let me have a quick look. I don't know because it's a diplomacy check. It is something that does take a little bit of like time to achieve. Let me just have a quick look.
I think anything that causes you to make a roll is usually not a free action.
Yeah. Wild empathy. Yeah, yeah. It says generally.
Usually it takes
a
1
to
minute.
influence,
Oh
yeah.
dear. Never mind.
Yeah. No, you can try it. That's basically your entire round, I'm going to say then.
Yeah, I would say that was probably my round.
And David's like, no, please, I don't rush at all. I can handle this.
I'm only mildly inconvenienced.
Right, speaking of David, it's your turn.
I'm gonna punch it.
Do it.
They'll make a slam attack. Does like a lot. I rolled an 18 plus my base
that
attack
hits.
on it.
That 15 was the number.
Hey! 10 points of damage, please. Goddamn, I'm rolling hot today. This is gonna
Ouch.
suck in my game I'm playing this afternoon.
Yeah, you just wallop it with a thwack, followed, by a very deep meow.
Oh, kitty.
Yeah, it looks like it definitely felt that.
Like, don't start none, won't be none, asshole.
I think you've got another action.
Is it considered grappled now that it's stuck in me?
Yes,
Can I try and pin it?
you can try. Yes.
Nice, yeah, I guess, yeah. Down, kitty.
Pinning. How to pin.
God, we're doing all the special moves today, aren't we? Let's just go through the whole special maneuvers.
I think it's nice. We haven't done it for a while. It's a good refresher.
I think it's just
It's grapple and strength check, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's a
I
grappling
think it's
strength.
just a grapple.
Yeah.
Grapple. Well, that wasn't great.
Why don't
No.
you do a sunder while you're at it as well?
That sounds awful. I want to sunder the lion. It's like, what do you do?
So I rolled.
Like its teeth and claws, maybe?
Yeah,
No,
I
you
just want
just-
to punch it in the mouth.
Yeah, you just pick it up and knee drop it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Curb stomp, if you will. I rolled an 18.
that hits.
Well, that's the opposed. That's the grapple.
What can it do? Oh wow, natural 20. It's actually overpowering you.
Well, it resists the pin attempt.
After that wallop, it is definitely keen to get out of there.
Well, that's my turn.
Fair. Right. The lion is going to try and escape. He got a 2.
No, you don't. No, you don't, kitty.
Okay, it's just going to try and rake David. It doesn't do that
With
either.
its claw stuck in me.
No, because it's got the other one. It's going to try and use its other arm to rake you. It doesn't do that either because it rolls a 7.
Nice.
So, the cat's turn is done.
Ha!
This is all going so well for everyone.
Got a cat stuck in me.
Is it still stuck in you?
Yeah.
I love
Jesus.
that. Yeah. It rolled a 20 to oppose David's grapple and then rolled a 2 to try and get out of it.
Fair enough.
Wrestling a cougar.
I love the idea that the moose is just still watching this.
Oh.
He's actually making a book on it.
Just quiet.
For the local farmyard animals? Question mark.
It's like,
Oh yes, the
lion
moose,
fighting
that
a tree.
traditional farmyard animal.
This is clearly a cow.
Oh.
Okay, Gabby, you're up.
Hi, I'm gonna try and stab the fucker again.
Okie dokie. Roll
7.
that check.
Wait, do I get any modifiers for that?
Your base attack bonus and your
So
strength
9.
modifier. If you charge, you can also get more.
10.
Well,
What
he's
do I
in
get?
melee with it, isn't he?
No,
I
you should
retreated
fight it
slightly.
Ah,
What bonus do I get if I charge?
I think it's +2. So
Plus
that'd be
2, but
I don't
you get
think you're
minus 2
close
to your
enough
armor
to
class.
charge.
Yeah, you're too close to charge.
because it was.
Will you two make up your mind, please?
Sorry, you need at least 10 feet of space.
Okay.
Damn.
So in that case, I got 10.
Nope.
Bugger.
He got.
How about you?
You got one more action. Take another 5-step back.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, David. Actually, no, Tristan. Sorry, Tristan, you're up.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm shooting into melee now, I guess. So that's like -4 to all of my shots, actually.
So maybe don't.
Should have done that at the beginning, to be honest.
This is why you need close shot.
Yeah, that's why I need. Yeah, precise shot. That's the one. Shooting into melee. I'm gonna take a shot anyway. I'll be fine. I won't do rapid fire this time though. I rolled a 2, so that's not good. It's
No,
not a critical
no,
failure.
it's not.
That's
Roll-
really a miss.
Better than the 1?
Roll damage.
What? It's not a critical failure. It's as close as you can get to it. It still works out at a 9. No, less than that. It worked out as a 5 overall.
Okay, fair. Then in which case, David, you feel it scrape by you.
Oh god, my glorious overmaster. Thank you for your kindness.
Damn it! Where's that halfling with the bow?
I'll be like, damn, I'll get you next time.
Why
Oh,
did we take the fucking bard with us instead of, one of the warriors?
Right?
Because the other two are normally pretty good. It's just it's the three of you just dancing around with this cat.
I hit it.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it's attached to you. I think you have a bit of a strategic advantage there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'd call that necessarily strategic advantage. Congratulations, the cat is now pinned to you. It is now
Yay.
very, very angry and scared.
The cat has sunk its claws into you and they can't get out. Poor bastard, it can't escape.
Yeah. They have me surrounded, the poor bastard.
Yes.
Okay.
What is it? My turn now?
Yeah, Tristan, I'm assuming you're just reloading in between actions.
Yeah, I'm still taking charging cover behind a tree.
Do you not want to just charge it with your trident or your spear?
I probably should.
Because flanking bonus?
I've already taken a shot this time. This turn.
Next turn. David, did you want to slam the cat?
Yes,
might
I
do
would
next
like to
turn.
make a wallop on it.
Okie dokie.
That hits. Number to beat's 15. I rolled
A lot.
more. So
It's
damage, not quite as epic. That'll be 6 points of damage.
Still hurts it.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. You've got one more
Someone
action.
is.
Can I? Hmm.
Hit it again?
I don't have 2 attacks.
No, I was just commenting hitting it again.
Yeah. Let's see. Where else can I? Yeah. That's an attack. I would like to taunt it.
I think you're implicitly doing that already.
You're a bad cat and you should feel bad.
Yeah.
I wish you were a dog.
Poor dog.
You can try taunting it, I guess.
What do I need to roll for that?
Intimidation, I guess.
I don't understand.
16.
Okay. It is suitably intimidated. It charged a short, hairy thing. It's now fighting a tree, and the tree is winning. Trees are not for fighting, trees are for climbing. On that note, it's now going to try and disengage.
Gotta get out of me first.
Are you going to try to pose its disengage?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just grapple.
Yeah, basically.
21.
Okay, it actually makes it this one, but just...
Wow.
Yeah. Right, it's now going to run.
That makes
But,
a lot of sense.
You do, however, get to have an opportunity attack against it, though.
I'll say leave it. Leave it.
Yeah, I'll leave.
Does
I'll let
David
it
leave
go.
survivors?
It's just an animal. It just wanted dinner.
Or it was a druid
It wasn't a druid.
and it was attacking us.
We can tell.
You can never tell.
I can tell.
Because he's a druid, too.
But, you know, Red Lester, I also tell him to not. He was also close enough to get an attack of opportunity. Is
No,
he
he
gonna
took a
take-
5-foot step back.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
He was basically
Okay.
running in, trying to stab it, missing, and then running off.
Yeah.
Bye, kitty!
The cat then runs off back into the undergrowth.
And tell the others what you learned.
You know, I was going to tell you about that cat, but I thought you wanted to see it. I looked in your eyes and I saw that you just wanted to get closer to nature, Red Lester.
Really?
Yeah.
So you can identify cats but not read humans, or dwarves rather.
No, I always struggled.
You can't apparently, you also can't identify the sky.
Yes, exactly. Like, all of my senses are telling me it's night. This is really bizarre. What is this strange, unusual plane that we've found ourselves on?
You've been in
I
the
think
city
we
too
should-
long.
Yeah, been in Sigil for too long.
Right, anyway, congratulations. You have defeated the mountain lion.
Yay!
Yeah, team effort, guys. Really a team effort.
Gabby, don't be so hard on yourself. You were the base.
I like to think.
Oh, don't forget that halfling archer.
I like to think we all contributed an equal amount.
Tristan
Yeah.
At least Tristan did 1 damage.
Yeah.
Hey, I lured the cat in the first place.
Exactly. It had to attack someone.
Anyway.
Right, so you guys...
It's now known as the accordion of mountain lion summoning.
And that's a magic item.
Yeah.
as well.
So basically, it's a whole new twist on the term accordion of pussy attraction.
Hey!
Well, hey.
All right,
Nice.
that's my one.
Legit thing to...
Right, so yeah, you guys dust yourselves off. David, you've now got a couple of scratch marks on you. Gabby, you've got a couple on you as well. Tristan, you're fine.
I am actually wearing armor, so I would assume it's just in my armor.
Yeah, armor and the bits of it that your armor doesn't cover. Yeah, just
God,
because
that
trying
was
to more you
expensive.
are trying to escape.
You have to roll a 1d20 for that, Gabby. I'm gonna see how well this roast dinner's going. Hey, it's not going bad. I rolled a 14. It's
So I
pretty
just
good.
remember earlier, he said, fuck, the roast. And my thought was, well, make sure it cools down first.
Yeah, that's good advice.
Yeah, just let it cool first.
Right, kids, always let it cool first. Alright, so you guys decide what are you guys going to do now? You've defeated the line, you've driven it off, you guys are basically you're pretty much back where you were. It's now quite quiet. You can hear the sounds of nature around you and the stream to your backs.
Yeah, we should continue following the stream along until we come to the main river. I'll do a quick reconnoiter to see if we can pick up the general trail one more time. That was not very good either. I am going to get us lost and we're going to have to roll percentile dice.
Are you basically are you the ranger that just can't track?
Well, my backstory would suggest otherwise, but it's turning out that way now. In total, that would be 9 for tracking. 9.
8 another.
And luckily,
Then
you guys
11.
can still see where it's going because there's only seems to be one trail so far. So you guys keep following the road. You guys gonna hustle some more?
Yes, hustle please. I just need a wiki chi. I'll be back in a sec.
Every day we're hustling. Alright, just trying to remember what the check is for hustling. Nope.
I don't think there is a check.
But no, it's after you do an hour of it, you have to start taking checks for it. I'm just trying to remember what page it's on and failing.
I think you just start taking non-lethal damage.
Yeah, I think you have to make a check for those, it will do that.
Not what it said when I read it earlier.
Yeah, I might be confusing the other one. I just want to check so I can remember.
Yeah.
163. Yeah, hustle. So doing it for a second hour in between sleep cycles takes you a point of non-lethal damage, and each additional hour deals twice the damage taken during the previous hour of hustling. If you take any damage, you become fatigued.
Yeah, maybe let's not hustle then.
But you've just done well, if you keep going the way you're going, that it will be 2 hours of it, you will have taken 1 damage, and you will be fatigued. Because you've been going at a quiet pace.
Don't want to be fatigued.
So you decide to sort of half hustle and then go, actually, you know what?
Never mind.
When Tristan gets the endurance feat, he'll just feel like, guys, please, keep up.
Yeah.
Just a heads up, guys. I have to go at 5:30.
Okay.
That'll be a good time to call it. Oh, that'll be a good time to call it then.
Yeah.
Right, so...
Is that like 10 minutes?
No, that's about an hour and...
An hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So
Math
we're not
is hard.
done just yet. That's alright. Knowing our luck, it would be the case, but not today. Right, so you guys decide that you're going to try and slow your pace down a bit, just to not wear yourselves out, especially because you don't want to, stumble into an ambush or anything again.
Exactly.
Right. So, you guys end up... It's pretty uneventful. You guys spend the next few hours just following the trail. Eventually, you end up coming towards what looks like a... You think you see a small... You can see some smoke eventually up ahead. For what seems like one of the upper ends of the valley.
Found it. More with logic than skill, but...
I found it because I couldn't miss.
Thank you, glorious GM. I love you.
I'm glad
Carry
you
on.
got us.
I'm actually blushing in real life.
But yeah, no. So you guys can see that there's a couple of trails of smoke coming from to the coming to the right of yeah. If you guys are following the road straight up ahead, it's off to the right, further up ahead. You reckon about half an hour away?
Should we head on up?
It
Or
looks
down?
It looks like it's the other side of the stream, though.
Well, let's carry on. See if there's a way to cross. Look for a ford or something, or a bridge.
This sounds all very reasonable, so I instinctively want to reject it. But
Sounds good.
Like, reasonable. On this trip, you're talking to the wrong dwarf.
But when it comes to the smoke, does it look like it's moving at all, or is it travelling? Like, does it look like the smoke is coming
No, it looks
from
stationary.
Stationary, so it's like a camp, maybe. Is there any kind of like vantage point to look down upon it? Is it like a hill nearby, or
No, you guys are literally, you'd have to climb one side of the valley to have a look around.
Yeah, we'll just go straight there carefully.
If you guys wanted,
stealth checks.
if you guys wanted to, you could try and cross the stream to try and have a go on that side where the tree line's a bit thicker, rather than following the openish trail, which is next to the stream.
I'd like to look for a good way to cross the river.
Well, I would just like to look at the where the fire's coming from first. Maybe not like possibly go for an engagement there, but any extra information that we have would be really helpful.
You can't really see that much. You go stand, it's about half an hour away from you guys.
On the other side of the river.
Oh, so we have to cross. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You can cross here or you can cross there, but you're going to have to cross somewhere.
Isn't there like a riddle about crossing rivers?
Probably.
There's riddles, puzzles, all kinds of things.
Yeah, well, how wide and deep is the stream or river?
At this point, it's about 20 feet wide. You don't know how deep. You can't imagine it's more than a couple of meters deep at its deepest point.
So it's a pretty
Or a
minor
few
river.
meters,
We could,
Well, it's a
probably
flowing stream, really.
we could probably ford this.
So if it's a couple of meters deep and it's fast flowing, I think
We probably couldn't ford this.
look for somewhere else.
Like a ranger.
So I would like to make a survival check to try and find a good place to ford the river.
We could raft
If only you had a
it.
10-foot pole.
Right?
Yeah, if only we had a 10-foot pole. We could make a raft and push ourselves across.
Oh!
I
Outside
kind
the
of
river.
want to make a boat. I'm going to make a boat. Do you guys want to help me make a boat? It'll be quicker.
With what?
The forest.
And what
Which
tools?
is on the other side of the river.
We've got tools.
There are trees on this side of the river, it's just they're slightly further up.
George,
Oh,
can
damn it, should
can
have
I
brought hand axe.
can I animate the rope across, tie one end of the rope to a tree at this end, and the other end of the rope to a tree at the other end?
You should be able to. I don't think that'll be out of the question for distance.
I think this could help us get across.
It could.
I'm
make
gonna
my
do that.
survival check first.
Go
Yeah,
for
you
it.
can. You can do what you like.
21.
You're a strong, independent tree.
21.
You don't need no roots. 21. Was this in just regards to the stream and things?
Yes, to identify a good place to ford it.
From what you've seen, it doesn't look like there's many good... The best place to ford it that you've passed was about an hour back the other direction. Near the moose.
How near the moose?
About an hour back in the other direction. You reckon that probably if there's something up there, that's probably where the next place to cross the river is, wherever that smoke is coming from.
Oh, let's go here then.
Yeah, let's go there.
Okay. Shall I do my rope thing?
Yes.
When we get there.
Well, are you guys crossing here, or are you going to keep following the road down? What's the actual plan? Here
Yeah,
or
Yeah,
there?
we're going to find somewhere better to ford than this fast-moving, deep section of the river.
Alrighty. So you guys go in quiet then? Are you going to stealth it?
In
We
theory.
can try.
I think we need to try and make more progress up. When we move quietly, they're going to get further away from us.
Well, but if they're camped...
We don't know it's them.
We don't know it's not them.
They are camped. I think we should move quietly. Let's move quietly. I have this internal monologue.
It's worth thinking about, even though you're like, okay, what are the pros and cons of just going in there and actually taking our time?
So that was
18.
18 as well.
Gabby.
9.
Okay.
Isn't there like a safety catch for that accordion, man?
It's broken.
You guys have
Yeah,
done it
you'd
before, and it's
think.
really not. You could... Does any one of you have the messenger spell? Because you could potentially just message Gabby back and be like, hey, it's okay, come on up, or it's not okay, don't come up, we're coming to you.
I've got an owl that I can send back to go get him.
That's true. I can probably interpret the owl. If it comes back, I should go.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough, sounds good. Alrighty. So, Gabby, you're just going to hang back then while the others go on ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, are you just going to stay in the road, or are you going to try and find somewhere to tuck yourself away?
I'll sit behind a tree, maybe.
Alright, cool.
Actually, no. I'll stay on the road. The owl has to be able to find me.
Fair enough. You could
Well, just tell us where you're going to be.
Yeah, to say like, cool, I'll stay here then while you go ahead.
Fair enough. I do that and hide behind a tree.
Great.
Cool.
The bard is concealed.
If only we could just have like a portable moving tree for him to hide behind.
Only.
You
Some sort of tree with legs.
Unfortunately, it's
Yeah.
only for combat. Surprisingly good mountain lion repellent.
Yeah.
One tree that will not be climbed. Yeah. So you head off ahead. You go. So, like I say, it takes you about another 45-ish minutes, just because you're taking it slow and seeing what's going. As you go, as you get a bit closer, you can start hearing a bit of just what sounds like the noise of people. Just going about doing things. It sounds like tools being worked, things like that. So eventually, you guys you can spot that up ahead where the river where the river comes to a sort of rise. There's a what looks like a makeshift bridge that crosses over. It looks like a drawbridge made of wood and timber beams, things like that. Inside what looks like a fortified, you think it might be a village or a hamlet. But either way, it's defined by having this kind of wooden wall, and it's sort of built up on top of what looks like a kind of rocky promenade on the other side
Yeah,
of the
like
river.
a little fort, maybe.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about this?
Well, I'm not here, so.
Good answer.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't know. I'm
that's
gonna
about as
stick out
helpful.
like a sore thumb.
I don't think I could just walk in there.
No.
It also looks like there's about on the side of where it's on, there's about 20 feet of cleared ground in between the two sides of the tree line.
Yeah, I bet. Probably the trees they used to take down to make the palisade.
You already also
Yeah.
reckon it's to keep a line of sight clear, because what good is
Exactly.
having if you can just anyone could just sneak through the trees up to your wall?
What time of day is it?
Afternoon.
Afternoon. Do you... yeah, we'll sort of go back to everyone after giving... Actually, I'll do a quick perception check just to...
The bridge is down.
I would
for
like to...
record.
The bridge is down. If there's anyone walking around, can I have a quick look at what race they are and how well equipped they are?
What, outside the thing? Or you
Yeah, outside or up on the palisade or outside, generally.
Up on the palisade, you can tell that definitely there's a couple of humanoid shapes. Make me a spot check to try and confirm. David, you can do this as well.
It was
Yeah.
13,
Man, I should have
and then
die the whole time.
4, so 7, so 17 in total.
Cool.
Well, I can do you one better. I got a 28. I swear to God, I'm rolling this high.
I don't just believe you. You should have just seen me roll nothing above a 10. Right, so yeah, they look distinctly humanoid. You'd have to go with humans, I guess. They look like they're kind of, a couple of them are just wearing furs and leathers, and they're carrying bows atop the wall. There's a couple of them. They look like they're mostly standing above the gate, or where the drawbridge would come up to sort of seal the thing, the gap in the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there'll be no sieging this. Not until I get a couple more levels and get Siege Monster.
No, what I think we should do, go back and talk about this with Red Leicester for a moment. I think this is going to be some information gathering at night, maybe. So under the cover of the darkness, I know there are some things that we could do, like use we can spend the afternoon preparing like suits and covers, if that makes sense, some minor camouflage.
You can dress up everyone in a ghillie suit.
I am a
try
ghillie
to.
suit.
I know folk in a ghillie suit.
Yeah. We can try and shuffle, maybe climb one of the walls, have a look around. If we get caught, it's gonna be bad news.
Yeah. Why don't we just... Did they look like the people... I mean, this is a fort, not a camp.
Yeah.
Do these look like the people that
They
we
might-
were...
No, they look like kind of woodsmen and frontiersmen.
Yeah. They might be friendly. Let's send the bard up to go talk to them.
You reckon this is... It could be a base, it could be a
could be,
camp, but it's also could just be a fortified village.
The only thing I'm worried about is if the slavers have some time to had an outpost, if they've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
There's only one way to find out. If Red Leicester goes ahead and we're not seen, we still might be able to go in later in the evening if things go badly, and Red Leicester, you'll be able to just run into the forest. Hopefully, if you're not full of arrows by that point.
I'm not with you guys at the moment. You
We
can't
moved- we
speak
moved-
to me.
Do we want
Oh,
to
did you?
send-
Sorry.
I mean,
Yeah,
if you want to say that while we're standing next to you, that's.
When did we go
I'm not
back?
here.
I don't remember that.
Sorry, I lost track of stuff.
I've said it a couple of times.
Oh,
Sorry.
I missed it.
Yeah, I didn't get that. But okay, let's assume this.
Then the owl back and have it come get you.
Yeah,
And
let's assume.
we can keep a watch out while that's happening. You know, observe it for the 45 minutes to the hour it takes him to get there.
Should we just assume that's happened? And
Well, the
yeah,
Gabby's
with
just
you.
on his way.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Owl goes. Owl summons Gabby. Gabby returns, maybe with Owl in tow. Owl up ahead. Either way, you guys are now all chilling, sort of just a little bit down the road from this place, like watching what's going on. So
what's the plan, guys?
Red Leicester?
Yes.
yeah, they're asking what the plan is.
We need your charisma. You need to go up and say hello to some of them. If they start firing arrows at you, run away very quickly. In the meantime, I'm going to start working on some rudimentary camouflage for having a look around at night in case they are hostile.
I'm going to stay with him because I'm a...
Exactly. Sound good?
Right.
That's a really
Good.
stupid idea.
Thank you for volunteering. Great.
Just
I'm
try
gonna-
and get
I'm
a
not
massive bundle of leaves and branches and make it in the shape of a
I'm not-
bush.
I'm not sure you understand what charisma is, but I will agree to do this. Charisma does not make me arrow-proof.
Eh,
But I will do this nonetheless, because I'm a team player.
just charm the arrow into bending to your will.
They tend to move rather quickly.
You're such a lovely arrow.
Yeah, I'm going to bluff the arrow into not hitting me.
roll well.
Nope, not at
And
all.
straight
Can't
to
feel
the
a thing.
point.
Definitely
The,
hurt my
the
lung.
arrow is demoralized.
It's like, does it hurt? Nope, definitely not. Can't feel a thing. Certainly not in my lung.
The arrow has gone from neutral to friendly.
Anyway,
Right.
okay, so I need to cross over this river, George.
Well, not quite. It looks like basically that the entrance to this fortified village is basically a wooden drawbridge that looks like they pull up probably at night. It's down.
Oh,
a
okay.
minute, so you could look like you can literally just walk up to it.
Cool.
Yep.
Hang on, let me just quickly check my sheet to see if there's anything I have that might help with this.
In the meantime, I would like to hide in the forest.
Good shout.
Would you like to know what my hide roll was?
I don't imagine it'll be that bad unless you critically fail, but go for it.
So, actually, I need a calculator for this. 44.
Good lord. Yeah, no. Even Tristan's like, David. Salix, where did you go? Fuck.
Yeah. Where the fuck did he go?
He ditched us.
I
I get
God,
plus
you can't
16 to hiding in woods.
You can't see the forest through the trees.
was also trying to make that joke. Fuck. surely it's I can't see the tree for the druid for the forest though in this case.
I can't see the Salix for the Salix.
44. Jesus Christ.
I can't see the tree on in this massive other tree. George is like, don't tempt me.
No, just thinking David just goes make like a tree and leave and just walks into the woods. It's like, shit, we lost him. Okay, so David is well hidden. Tristan, are you trying to hide?
Yes, but I would like to have my. I might go prone, like next to a bush, but I'm going to see if I can keep an eye on Red Leicester. If they start being aggressive, I might be able to take a couple of pot shots to cover him.
Gonna say best disguise for you two could be just have David just stand there with his arms up. You stand on top of him, just cover yourself in bushes and branches.
Yeah, exactly. That sounds a good idea.
Sounds good.
Just go in the tree.
Yeah.
We'll do that. Do you want me to roll a climb check for that?
I'm assuming you're taking 10
allow it. I'm not going to resist.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, let him climb up and then suplex him.
Can I take a 10 on stealth as well? Fingers crossed.
Yeah, go on.
You're a babe.
I mean, with my 4, I feel like.
Yeah. It's not David, it's not you that has to hide. At the very worst, it'll be like, why is that lizard climbing that tree? Yeah, so, alright. Gabby.
Cool.
Take it away.
Yep, I walk up to the drawbridge. I use Mage Hand on the brick to, knock at the drawbridge.
You don't need to, it's down.
Oh, even better! I walk across the drawbridge.
Two guards call out, "Halt! Who goes there?" And aiming bows at you.
Who's asking?
We'll ask the questions here. This is our village. What's a dwarf like you doing this far up north?
Does a dwarf need a reason for the north? Surely it just calls to our heart.
I like it. I'm swooning.
I am Blue Cheddar, the travelling bard.
I love it. I want you to come up with a different name of that area you want to go to.
Green Stilton.
Yellow Edam.
I'm Purple Brie.
White
yes.
Emmental.
Yes. As I was saying, before I was sidetracked by these weird voices in the sky, I am Blue Cheddar, the travelling bard. I have come to perform for your village. I hear you're great lovers of music.
Oh yeah, who's saying that then?
Everyone.
Other bards, we talk,
Yeah. All the other bards I've spoken to said that you were disappointed with them, that they weren't good enough, so naturally I've come. I also have skills in keyboard, oratory, and comedy.
They're whispering for a second, and they say, "You wait there," and one of them disappears off behind the wall. While the other ones remain. You start what?
I start eating one of my ration packs.
Okie dokie. Alright. Eventually, the other guard returns with two other what look like woodsmen and an older, gnarled-looking human with one eye.
Mm.
He says, "So, you say you're a travelling bard, eh? Why on earth would you come up this way? There's nothing here. It's just wilderness."
Look, I'm better at the bard bit than the travelling bit, okay? What do you want from me? I may have gotten lost.
Make a bluff check.
Well, to be fair, you don't know exactly where you are.
And we don't have any maps.
Oh, yes! Natural 20!
Excellent.
With a bonus of 10.
Bonus doesn't even matter, because it doesn't help that I rolled a 4. But you natural 20. Yeah, that's the thing, actually. Like, I will also give circumstances bonus if it sounds like it could be a legit thing. So if you're kind of seeing this cocky, swaggering bard, but you've decided along go, and I may have got lost.
Yeah. I get banter points.
Yeah, it's like that's actually somewhat a legit thing, We'll go, thing. Like, well, what do you mean you got lost? Which direction on the road did you take?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be lost.
My God. Alright.
You have to admit, this is a fair point.
No, that's what I mean. I'm acting out of character. That sounds like I mean a completely legit thing to say. So the elder puts a hand on his face and goes, "Alright, tell you what, come on in. We'll put you up for the night, and we'll then show you the way back. There's nothing up here, just the valley and us."
I appreciate it, guys. I have a couple of friends coming to find me. They should be here in the morning, I believe. So I will be out of your hair soon enough. Just so you don't panic when you see them. One's a big tree. One looks like a lizard. Great guys.
You having a laugh?
No, they are genuinely great guys.
They kind of chuckle at me.
Well, one's a tree, but I don't see the world through that lens.
Okay, we're gonna have to have a word, but you're welcome to stay with us for the night, and we'll show you and your traveling companions the way home.
Thank you.
For what it's worth, welcome to Stonebrook.
Thank you. I make a note of the name Stonebrook.
You can do a bardic knowledge check.
Ooh, that's a good point.
There's no point. It's a world you've never been to before. You've got fuck all.
He yells,
Hang on.
like, from the bushes.
That's a punishment for a tale of Stonebrook. Word
I-
travels fast in Sigil.
Hang on, I have planes knowledge, I believe.
That's more about the knowledge of the actual worlds themselves. It's like, for example,
Okay.
you know about Mars, Venus, Jupiter. You don't know about Norwich.
Oh, okay.
Like, you don't know how to get to Olympus Mons.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You just know that the world exists, not necessarily the features that make it up, and definitely not a village in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so they say we have you're welcome to sleep in the hall all for the night. We'll put you up and offer what hospitality we can. So, and you
Thank
say
you.
and you say you're a bard.
I am.
Do you have your instruments with you?
I have my accordion.
I've never seen one of those before. Well, I hope it sounds good. You sing well. We rarely ever get travellers up this way. You guys, David, Tristan, you guys see Gabby walk on in.
I think that went quite well.
Yeah.
I give them. I put my hand behind my back while walking away and give them a thumbs up.
Do you think we should carry on with Plan A, or should we just show up as well? I think give it some time. I'm sure he'll be able to get himself into trouble.
Yeah. Just give it a couple hours.
Yeah, I'll carry on making our impromptu ghillie suits. Do you want me to do a survival check for that?
Yeah.
We probably should have come up with some sort of signal for "come save me."
Hey. I
think
generally
the signal
fire
was
and yell
already
at
running
it,
at
the top of your
yeah. Not bad. I rolled a 12, so that's and plus 5 for survival, so 17 in total.
Right, you're working your way through making a rudimentary ghillie suit for the lizard people.
Yeah.
Grand. Right, David, are you doing anything all this? Or are you just trying to look the most tree-like you possibly can?
How long are we waiting?
You guys never
So it's
established that.
Until when it gets dark.
It's about 8 hours.
Not quite that
less.
long, but wow,
Is it long enough to take a long rest?
a short
I don't
rest.
sleep.
Yes.
A short,
We
long
can
enough to take
wait
a short
until
rest.
yeah.
A short rest.
Yeah.
We can take a long rest if you wanted to. I mean, it's probably when that's going to get dark. I'm only making cloves.
Yeah.
Because that's like, if I'm just sitting here, I might as well get a long rest in if I can.
Yeah, might as well have a nap. Yeah, it's what soldiers would do.
It's like, why is a
Well,
tree
Dave-
snoring
David
outside the gate?
David doesn't sleep.
I don't sleep.
He waits.
I am the one who watches.
Yep.
I'm the one who
In
photosynthesizes.
Soviet Sigil, wood touches you. Right, so yeah. So you guys are gonna. You reckon it'll take about 5 hours for the sun to go down?
Well-
Meanwhile, so Gabby, you're in this village. You can see that it looks like it's mostly just not got any particular shape. It's kind of like there are some curved sections of the wall, some straight sections of the wall. There looks like there's between. It looks like it's also built partly into the side of what looks like a cliff. There is what looks like about 10, 12-ish sort of buildings in the town. One looks like some kind of sort of like shrine. One looks like some kind of lodge and meeting hall. The rest just look like homes and houses, all made of wood and stone and things. There's what looks like also some dwellings built into some caves, including a large set of double doors that lead into into the cliffside as well.
Okay, how old do the buildings look? The stone ones in particular, or the ones that have stone, rather.
They look like the stone ones. Look like they're the stone itself. Actually, yeah. Make a stone cutting check for. Make a
Yeah.
make a wisdom check for me. I think that would be please.
So that is 18 and stone close. So 18.
Yeah. No. So that's a. You reckon they're a couple or a few hundred years old?
Hello?
Yeah. It looks,
Hello.
you think? Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Yes.
can. Yeah.
Cool.
Loud and clear?
Yeah. You think the stones look about 200-300 or more years old?
Okay. It's not a recent village. Is there any sign of what their local industry is?
You can see a lot of things like meats and furs being left out to dry. You can also see what look like patches where various herbs and vegetables are being grown. Dotted around. There's some kid stuff about things.
Industries. It's like a frontier village.
It technically counts as industry, even if it's not
Okay,
what we would think of it.
business. Their local business, Tristan. Are you happy? I think you all knew what I meant.
Hey, if
suddenly a
anybody can
factory.
appreciate precision of language, it's going to be you.
Technically, industry is the correct definition.
Yeah.
It just entertained me. I was just, and then suddenly there's like, oh, there's an underground factory.
I mean, it's not a dwarf village, but yeah.
Okay, fine. Are there any signs of a finance industry going on here, George?
I'll also
No.
accept economy.
Economy is also acceptable. So they seem to be hunter-gatherer folk. Okay, that is what I was trying to ascertain.
Yeah, it looks primarily hunter-gatherer supported with a little bit of farming.
Fair enough. I have to
Sorry,
go do a roast check. Do you want to cut back to Tristan and
Yeah, sure.
David building stuff?
Yeah, go for it. Tristan, make a ghillie suit construction check.
Not terrible. 15 total.
That's actually alright for a crafting check. The ghillie suit continues on unabated. Do you think you've pretty much got it sorted now?
Yeah, it probably won't last very long, but it should do for like what we need to get up to tonight.
You think it could
Right.
last if you, as long as it isn't taken through like a lot of like wear and tear? It should last a couple, like maybe even a couple of like a month or so. Assuming you don't like get into a fight with it.
Yeah.
At which point,
Fight
it would
ghillie suit.
I mean, it's the new thing of the magic carpet, the magic ghillie suit. So it's the number one predator in the woods.
It's like a cloaker.
Yeah. It's gonna smother you. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do while trying to wait for a signal from Red Leicester, though?
Probably eat a little bit actually, and just take a little bit of rest. I'm good at probably while I'm gathering materials and probably like foraging like berries and like possibly trying to take some small game.
Oh, goody berries! Make me a survival.
Yeah, I
check.
know. Oh, I mean, it was so close to being a natural 20, but it's a 14. 14
were
plus
gonna say
5, so 19.
It's not bad at all. I thought you were going to say it's like it's a 2 because that is next to natural 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you do all right. You managed to find some ones which you think are pretty good to go, and avoid a couple of ones that you're pretty sure aren't good to go. You give them a try, and just, after an hour or so, seems like your suspicions were confirmed, and you're okay.
It seems like my suspicions were confirmed, and I have terrible shit.
Yep, these were not good to eat.
No, that would have been if
Let's
you'd done
make a
poorly.
note.
Just like
I'll-
it sounds like a lizard having stomach cramps.
Very specific image, Bob.
It's not the weirdest thing to come out of the D&D verse.
Hello.
Salix, do you want any?
I don't eat.
Yeah, but you might, like, taste things for pleasure. No, that came
Actually,
up wrong.
I do eat, actually. I will.
It was an innocent enough statement, Christian, but as soon as you said, like, yeah, that's a fair statement, oh god, that's going to sound really weird.
I'll give him a try.
Possible episode title: Tasting Things for Pleasure.
Also, euphemism about feeding wood.
Yeah.
All the
I'm
euphemisms
just
ever
imagining this as like a really awkward comic panel right now.
You gotta
Yeah.
find me first.
That's if you choose to respond,
is it-
David.
Yeah, isn't Tristan currently climbing you?
No, he's been going around building a ghillie suit and now harvesting food.
right.
Yeah, I was climbing David just to make sure that if they started like firing arrows at you, that you
Yeah.
had some cover fire as well.
Yeah.
Now we're just waiting for your signal.
the signal we didn't agree before I went
Oh
in.
God, help! I'm burning.
Yeah, pretty much
Save me,
that.
Jesus.
Exactly.
We really should have agreed to
You know,
something like
we're
I
just
send a brick
defending
into
you.
the air.
You're a defensive guy.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be able to come up with some sort of signal. It's just you might not necessarily know what that means. Is the issue.
Just start
Oh,
singing.
it's been a while now.
We got our druid is very wise.
It's been a little bit of a while. I'll get my owl to go scout it out now that it's night. It's not weird to see an owl flying around.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's about evening now, and you're seeing the sun go down. Make a spot check for your owl.
Are they making him do a show, by the way?
We'll get to that in a minute.
I'm so excited.
Oh God!
Oh,
Maybe just can't
Googling
hide it.
accordion covers.
By the way, you might want to ask about the smugglers. Just
Yeah,
so-
I'm gonna
just-
get to that once
Okay.
I've endeared myself a bit to them.
I just thought you wanted to just waltz in and just have a good night, and then come out again and be like, yeah, they were nice.
And you're like, what about the smugglers? Fuck!
George,
Right.
Damn it.
Okay. New plan. I got lost again.
would you describe the area that the owl will be overviewing as under shadowy illumination?
Yes.
Perfect.
Because the sun's down, not quite nighttime yet.
Yes. So it says +8 extra on spot and areas of shadowy illumination. So
God damn.
28.
That's a very, very all-seeing owl.
I rolled a
Right.
12.
Right, cool. Oh god. Those modifiers, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, your owl scouts out and surveys the village. Does it have to come back to you to relay the information?
I think we share a mental link.
Handy. In which case, yeah, you
It's
can
not
see,
like words, but feelings.
Yeah.
You know.
it's like, there is a village, there are people there. There is
Yeah,
meat,
just
there is fur,
peaceful.
there is wood, there is plants. There is also music and singing. On that note, Gabby.
Is this why I have to do a concert of some description?
A little bit, yeah. A one-man band act. So as the day's gone on,
Okay,
basically,
hang on.
they've housed you in what's basically the town hall. It's not a very large space, but it's, it's essentially just a meeting and gathering place, and where they keep some things like records and whatnot. And where they try and
Yep.
do like a little bit of
Of course.
what they describe as schooling for the children. It's kind of like the all-purpose village hall. They've kind of got you stuck off and basically to the side in there. As the day's gone on, they've asked it. They asked if you could try and put on a bit of a show for them, to play some dwarven songs, because they don't get many, they hardly ever get any visitors, and they've never had a dwarven bard before. Most people haven't even,
Yes.
like for example, a lot of the people have never even seen a dwarf before.
Are they all staring at me and trying to touch my hair?
Not touching so much, but all the people are kind of going like, "Whoa, how is he so short but so broad? What the hell is that on his back?"
An accordion.
Yeah, but they've never seen it before.
I know, that was in character.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Just completely deadpan. I know. He's just like, what the fuck? Of course it's an accordion.
have you ever
What's
seen one
wrong
before?
with you people?
They're like, sorry.
It's like, at least we didn't get lost.
I'm a very touchy but is there any instrument they would prefer? I
No,
also
they
have
don't
some
complain. It's just that like
instrument.
it's a lot of new things. Like most people don't get to see bards apart from like they have some people that can play instruments like here, but like there's not a professional bard. They've never seen
Yeah.
a lot of them have never seen a dwarf before, and most of them have never seen an accordion before. I don't think actually any of them have seen an accordion before. So
Roll for accordion.
basically, yeah, they're like, could you please do some stuff? So what do you want to do? Do you want to do some music playing, some comedy?
Yeah. I'm going to endear them with some music playing, and if you look in the Skype chat, I've already sent you what I want to play.
Oh, brilliant.
I've sent you another one.
Have you? Oh, David is typing. So yeah, let's open with that, and then...
Oh god.
That
All of them.
George.
Yeah, go for it. So that would be a perform a keyboard check.
Okay, hang on. Yes! I'm making up for those natural ones now. Natural 20.
Oh my
Nice.
god. Okay,
Plus
so
10.
This is brilliant.
so you've just absolutely aced this thing. So Gabby decides to start playing.
That's one of my favorites.
Do you want to name this? Do you want to name the song for like the recording?
I mean, the song is "Africa" by Toto, but I was hoping you were just going to put the link into the stream for people to enjoy.
I can try and put it in the description of the video when I upload it, though.
Copyright something.
Yeah, I can put it into the description though for the videos on YouTube.
Yeah, no, that's what I meant. Put the link rather than the video itself.
Yeah.
Like,
but yeah,
either in the description or in the comments. Yeah.
Yeah. So Red sits down at the front of the village hall, with the about 30-40 people looking on, and belts out a melody so entrancing, wonderful, and new for these people. They are absolutely blown away. At least one of these children will now grow up to be a bard because of you.
Oh.
Everyone, by the end of it, is, everyone just seems... Whereas people seemed a little bit kind of withdrawn and wary before, by the end of it, everyone's really lively, feeling upbeat, the mood is very uplifted, and everyone seems like, hey, the bard's alright. And he can play. Oh my god, he can play.
The powers of
Actual bard.
He has the power
With
to
this
move you.
mysterious magical instrument.
God.
I just want there to be a cut to Scales and Thalix outside hearing them going, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, no, you guys
Do you
can't
know
hear this
any
outside.
other songs?
You guys
You really shouldn't be enjoying this as much as you should.
yeah. You guys can hear him playing from in there.
Do we get
A
inspired?
song you've...
Yeah, go on. Even you feel a bit
Yeah.
better for it. You're like, you know what? Standing in the woods for 5 hours doesn't feel quite so bad now hearing this.
You know what? This ghillie doesn't quite feel as itchy.
It's like, oh, so that's poison ivy. But yeah. Right. So Tristan, David, did you literally just want to wait till morning to try and knock on the thing, or?
No, if as soon as it's dark, I would like to try and sneak into the fortification and look for signs of smugglers, trying desperately to stay out of vision and silent as possible.
This can only end well. Right.
Yes, I know.
Please
I've got them all distracted.
make a move
the best time
silently check.
to do it.
Yeah, no, make a move silently check. You're getting a lot of you are getting help because everyone is quite distracted.
And I'm not going with, because I get a -8 for that.
Yeah, because he's going to have to sneak up to the wall, scale it, and then sneak around the town or village.
So I rolled a 3, but then I got 5 for move silently ranks and 4 in dexterity, so that's 12.
Okay.
It's not good.
Literally, they would have seen you if it wasn't for Gabby playing so well.
Yeah.
Right. So you
Nailing
sneak
it.
up to the gate, being the least stealthy gilly lizard the world has ever seen.
Okay, I'm going to do a quick perception check just to see if there's anywhere I can duck where I'm like out of the line of sight. That goes a lot better. That would be 17 plus 4, so 21 in total.
You're kind of just hugging the base of the wall, just leaning to it, so
Yeah.
unless someone's looking straight down at you.
Yeah, do they have like a ditch or something I can...
They do a little bit around the town, yeah. It's kind of like, it's up on a slope. It looks like the town is basically built up on what looks like a load of boulders that have been had earth and stuff packed on, and they've just built
Yeah.
on top of that.
Yeah, cool. So while I'm there, I'll just spend a little bit of time. I won't move around too much. I won't try and draw any attention to myself. Can I do a quick survival check to see if there's been any tracks or any evidence of like crates or smugglers or that kind of thing?
Not on this side of of it, but no, not around the thing. No.
Cool. In which case, if I'm not seeing anything here, obviously, then I'll do another move silently check to move, hopefully, in around the outskirts of the town, and keep an eye out. Wait a sec.
Coolio.
That was the same result as it was before. I rolled a 3, so 12.
Tristan, get new dice for God's sake.
I know, it's not good.
You sound like me rolling for Warhammer. Like, I failed. Oi. So, what was your total that you got with that 3? And this is
3, so it would be 12 in total.
And was this for stealthing or
or moving around the outskirts of the town.
That would be yeah, that's a move silently.
Yeah, with so because where I was, where I like just like nipped into to the side from the main gate, there wasn't really any signs, obviously, of like
Well,
smugglers. Or
You can't
anything
quite
there.
have a look in the main gate because the actual drawbridge is now up.
Oh shit!
So you have to, like I said, you
So-
have to climb the wall.
Oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna do that. That sounds great. Okay. Oh, that was I actually literally just rolled another 3, so that would be
Get
don't
another
have,
die, man.
I do have a climber's kit though.
Okay, but is this for
We're
3
gonna
up with the
stand
climber's
focus.
kit for like what, a 7?
Yeah, so I've got 4 ranks in climb and 3, so that's 7 plus another 2 for the kit, and then plus strength as well, so 11. It's not good.
No, it's not enough to climb it. You sort of scrabble up.
Salix, the wall is slippery.
I'm not.
Shh.
Just whisper very loudly. Yeah. At this point, though, right, someone hears a noise. One of the guards who is still standing, like, attention on the walls, and walks over and looks down to see what looks like a... Well, it's a lizard man in a ghillie suit with a climber's kit. like,
I'm just gonna
like
look at him.
2 meters
There are
up
two
the,
ways
up the
about
wood
this.
wall.
I'm just gonna look at him and say,
And he just
shit.
looks down and he sees you. Is that what your response is? You just look up and go, shit.
Yeah, basically. I'll drop the rope and then run into the river.
It's not that deep, but okay. I'll try.
Okay, I'll
The
still
guards-
run into the.
Yeah, you'll run into
with
the
the
stream.
hoping that it's gonna be deeper than it is.
The guard calls out that, like, monster at the wall, which is what seems to kill the mood for your performance, Gabby, pretty quick.
Oh god.
Bells ringing.
Yeah, they
Pitch-
start they
What's
start
your-
ring they start ringing a bell. Yeah, people seem to start going to grab weapons and kit. Gabby, how do you react to this?
Having a strong suspicion I know what the fuck is going on, am I allowed to have a strong suspicion given the circumstances that
yeah.
you know.
Tristan and David have done something?
Yep.
Fair enough. I follow them and try and find out what the source of the commotion is.
Yeah, they
They killed the beast.
the elder, the village elder, the village kind of like, or you can only see like not necessarily elder, but like leader, sees you and says like, you should stay put while we check this out. It could be, we're not quite sure what it is. The guy said it looked like he wasn't sure what it was. Could be dangerous.
You've shown me your hospitality. Now I'm going to show you my strength and help.
Are you any good in a fight?
I can be. I have a brick. Some rest.
Are there actually like he then looks at you and
I'll have you know I've taken down an entire smuggler's ring, and I watch his face for a reaction when I say that.
He looks like that's kind of a left bent topic, but he's like, okay, but if you can fight, how do you fight? What can you do? What can you contribute? Where's the best place for me to put you in this thing? If you are able to help.
On the wall, I have a crossbow. I have 2 crossbows actually.
Great, alright.
One for each hand.
He directs you on how to get... Alright, he says, okay, follow me then. And you guys follow what looks like a set of basically carved stone steps. Or, yeah, a set of like sort of stony steps that lead up to the wall. Or to the top of the wall. You look around, there's people standing about with torches and bows, all looking around. Tristan,
Yeah.
alright, you've gone
So
for the
I've dropped the
water.
rope. My climbing kit is still on the wall.
Okay. You've got to the water. Are you gonna? What's your vision like in low light / the dark?
I don't have any low light vision at all.
You are in a lot of trouble.
I know.
Roll me.
What I will. Oh, sorry.
No, I was going to say,
Yeah,
roll me. Are you actually going to go into the water then?
Yeah, it's not very deep, but I wanna like go prone in the river and try and do like a hide check while holding my breath, which
Okay.
lizardmen get to do quite a lot.
Yeah. Alrighty. Could you please roll me a swim check?
That's not terrible. It's not brilliant though.
Was it a 3?
No, it was higher than a 3. It
Was it
was
a
so
4?
high. It was an 11. I've got
actually
a plus...
good for you.
Yeah, it's not bad. I've got. Okay, I get +4 to swim for being a lizard folk. I have 1 rank, so that's +5 already. And swimming is as a strength check.
Yes,
so,
it is.
So it's 18 in total.
It's actually really good.
It's not bad.
So you're finding it. You when you start getting yourself set up in this thing, you immediately realise that there is no way you can try and make yourself stay prone and hide because you're struggling to just. When you lie down, you're struggling to try and stay in one place.
Yeah.
So if you go prone, it's just going to sweep you downstream.
Yeah. Can I go downstream?
You can, but it's in the dark in what's basically a fast-flowing stream, which we know is rocky.
That sounds good.
Okay, I guess we're going on an adventure then. Right, so off you get swept.
And that's when you got out of news.
I'm literally trying to get out of there as quickly as possible. This is the best way.
This is a way to do it. It's certainly the fastest. Right, David. So you hear that the town. You can hear that the town. Well, the village is obviously come to attention and is on the defensive. You can see that there's people atop the walls and things from where you are.
Yeah.
How do you want to do in all this? Because you've not seen or heard any sign of Scales.
Um.
Just imagine swimming past, being like, "It went really badly." Just continuing swimming.
Problem is he's upstream and you're going downstream.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I wouldn't be able to see anywhere where he is either because he's basically invisible right
It's
now.
also in the dark, or half dark at the very least.
So, did I hear them shout "monster"?
Make a listen check.
High wisdom, don't fail me now. Listen, that will be a 19.
Yes, you did.
Okay, well, assuming I know what's going on, also assuming that those kind of these human-type creatures generally consider my kind to fall under the category of monster, I'm going to stay exactly where I am.
It's so what are you going to do? Absolutely nothing.
That's probably the wisest thing to do.
I will remind everybody that my wisdom score is an 18.
Can't refute the logic. Right, so...
It's in character.
Yeah, no, it's legit, it all works.
I'm only 3/4 of the way through a long rest. I need to finish this.
I'll come fetch you in 2 hours. Right, so Gabby, you're on the wall with the sort of village militia. They're all looking around. And they can't seem to see anything. The leader is talking to one of the underlings, who apparently is the guy that saw the monster. They're gesturing down to. They're looking over the walls, and they seem to be talking about. They're like, this looks like rope and pegs. Why would a monster use a climbing kit to get up here? Where the hell would it get a climbing kit from?
I sigh very heavily to myself. And just brace myself to bluff spectacularly.
Why? You don't need to bluff.
He's a bard. It's always on the back burner.
Yeah, it's my default reaction.
It's whether or not you can.
It's just my default reaction to any situation. How the hell do I bluff my way
I just like that. He just says shit just for the shiggles. He's just like, aliens. And yeah, seems legit.
No, the thing is, what I'm now thinking is that I've told them my 2 friends are coming, one of whom looks like a lizard. They're gonna make this connection at some point.
Yeah.
So I need to, diffuse this situation before it escalates. I go over to them and say, hang on, did you say climbing kit?
Yeah.
Can I see it?
I mean, if you can look over the wall. No offense.
Fair enough, I didn't know we were at that exact point. I wasn't here when this happened. I look over... I make quite a show of looking over the wall.
Because it's more than the fact that there's actually enough of cover behind the wall that you actually would have to lean up and look over it.
Well, I do that. Do you want me to take a balance check to make sure I don't fall over?
No, it's just make a spot check.
Okay. 15.
Yeah, you can spot what looks like bits of the climbing kit there.
Okay, I come back and I slap my forehead and say, well, Looks like he got here early. Is he in... What is your race again, Tristan?
My race?
Yeah.
Lizard folk.
I'm a lizard folk.
He's a lizard folk. Right, you remember I told you my friend looks like a lizard?
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah. And unfortunately, in lizard culture, it is considered impolite to come through the front door after dark.
Can't cross the threshold, sorry. Also vampire.
You know what? He's like he can't even fucking like. How would you know? I've had him roll a check though, anyways, and he's like, could he not knock? Why? What? So hang on,
I'm gonna let... Yep.
They didn't look. The guy said he didn't. Like, Artak here said it didn't look like a lizard. It looked like a bush with teeth and claws.
I'm not gonna lie to you, he has questionable fashion sense. I'm not saying this is definitely what happened, but given that I recognise his climbing kit, I'm pretty sure it's him. So we should stay on guard, but if it turns out to be a lizard folk, it's probably my man. He's a bit odd, I'll grant you, but we make allowances for different cultures and races. I would have told him that it was a bit of a no-no to go over the wall if I knew he'd arrive at night. I wasn't expecting him until morning.
Okay, can you call out to him if he's still there? Just so we can try and get this sorted out and I can calm my people down?
Yep, fair. I shout out, Scales? Scales, you there?
Just to make a listen check.
this?
And I'm assuming that you can as well, David.
Okay.
It's not good.
Meanwhile,
It's really not good.
Tristan, please make me a swim check.
I rolled a 5, by the way, on my listen check, so
You can't hear shit.
No, I'm not going to be able to hear that. Let's swim, shall we?
Yep.
Oh, that's a lot better, though. That was 12 plus... 5 plus another 2, so... 19.
So all we have to do is just make you swim and you're sorted for life.
Basically. I'm okay. I'm managing to avoid the rocks, feeling the flow of the water. It's all okay.
What did you say you actually got, though? Sorry.
19 in total.
Okay, you're actually haven't been swept downstream, you're just kind of treading water at this point, though.
How far away? Am I far enough away from the town?
You're not that far away. You're like... You've sort of gone past the next batch of trees and it's at a direct line of sight.
That's okay. Can I roll a high check now, then?
What, in the water?
Oh, can I, then, would it be a move silently check to get out of the water?
Only if you're trying to be stealthy about it, but it is at a direct line of sight, so you might not have to be stealthy. Or at least move quietly.
I'll hazard it anyway. It was pretty good though. I rolled a 10, but my move silently is at +5 +4, so 19 in total.
Right, yeah, you managed to stealth your way back onto the bank. You're feeling very safe.
That was exciting. I have no idea where I am.
Nope, because
I can't
it's
see.
pitch black and you can't... Well, not quite pitch black, but it's very, very dark and you can't see.
My ghillie suit is ruined.
Yeah, ghillie suit didn't last literally... Your ghillie suit didn't last 10 minutes in the field.
It served its purpose.
It will until you have to climb.
Okay, you can come back to me, but when you get back, I'll do a survival check for me to try and figure out where I am.
So upon hearing the shout for Scales, I will start moving. Like, I don't know where he went. I'll just shout back. I lost him.
You actually come out the tree line to shout this, or you just shout this from the tree line?
I'm moving towards the tree line while shouting this.
Okay. The village perks upon hearing this sort of like deep voice. Who's that? Is that your other friend?
Yes! It's Alex, my brother! You're here!
Yes.
So have you just emerged from the tree line now?
I have.
So standing on the other side of this stream, in front of the town, is a tree person. The villagers are like, what the fuck?
I'm like, it's okay, guys.
It's okay. He's not really your brother, is he?
He's my brother in arms.
Oh, okay.
Not literally. We have different mothers.
And different fathers. We have checked.
Okay, so you're friends with a tree and a hairy lizard.
It's a big and beautiful world, my friends. We never know who we're going to meet. We never know who we're going to fall in love with. I have songs about all of these things.
He looks
Only ever heard
he
the
looks a
one.
little bit confused. He just says, "Okay, so how does a tree get lost in the forest?"
Oh, I knew where I was.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be honest with you. There's sometimes a lot of conflict about cultural norms and etiquette. So I don't know for sure, but I suspect what happened was Salix, the lizard, decided he was going to climb the wall because that's what his culture does. And then the tree thought, well, this is fucking ridiculous. I'm not getting involved. I shall wait until morning.
That pretty much sums it up, yeah.
The guy just looks kind of a bit just. It's like, it's too late for this.
You see what I have to deal with?
I'm inclined to agree with you. I mean, the bright side is we know you're not under attack. So we've all had a bit of a tense evening, but everyone's safe.
Okay. Does he have to come in as well, or does he prefer to stay where the trees are? We're a little bit on edge because this is unusual for us.
That's entirely up to you whether you wish to extend your hospitality. I will say he's quite a good healer. So if you have any people who are ill at the moment, maybe we can help out with that.
I'm happy to help if it makes your people uncomfortable. I can
Everyone's
stay
kind of
outside.
looking around, wondering what to do. The leader breathes and says, "Very well. Lower the gate. No funny business from any of you, please."
But I have skills in comedy.
He just looks deadpan at you.
Okay, not the moment. Okay.
Right, so Salix, you're now in the village. Scales, you're now in the dark by
I'm
the
gonna-
street.
Now that I'm inside the village, I'm going to ask my owl if he can go find Salix.
Okay.
Not Salix, Scales. I know where I am. Go find Scales.
I go to embrace Salix and say, "Where the fuck is the lizard?"
I don't know. I just heard him shout, and then he took off, and I think he went in the river.
Well, it could have been worse, I suppose.
Right, so does your owl get bonuses to just seeing in low light or in the dark as well?
It says shadowy illumination.
So not in the dark, funnily enough.
I've done a survival check for 16 to determine my whereabouts.
Well, you're pretty sure you're in this valley, by the stream, near a chunk of trees. You've got some idea of where you are in relation to things, however,
Yep.
you can't actually see anything.
And I'm not alone. Yeah, don't tempt me.
I did roll a d20, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. Thank you.
But you're fine.
Okay, shit, I'm gonna hang 10. I'm gonna stay here for the night I'm gonna roll a hide check. And,
Okay, do it.
rest, I think, until the morning. That would be that's not bad. I am pretty hiding. I rolled an 18 on my dice, so I got +5 on hide and +4 on dexterity, so 27?
Fucking hell. David, your owl has to go and find the lizard that is now actively hiding in the dark.
Well, that works out just fine, because the owl that I'm yet to name has rolled a natural 20.
Ooh.
So I imagine flies right up to you and just lands on your head.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pecking. And starts pecking you.
What is it?
I can't see it. I'm like, I'm under attack.
That was the random enemy encounter. It's David's owl.
It nuzzling me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he'd be like, come this way. Follow. Come on. Do you follow the owl?
Okay, I'll follow the owl, yeah. I recognise the owl. Well, it's... No, I don't. I can't see it, but I know Salix has one.
You can hear where it is, though. And this is where it starts being a dick and leading you into, like, logs and stuff.
Well, just have it sit on your head and sort of turn your head when it needs you to go around something.
It's like digging claw on, like, right side of head. Okay, going right. It's like, ow. I'm still going right. Where do you want me to stop? We've done a loop. I think the owl's broken.
This amuses me greatly.
Right. So, Salix, you're just standing there in the center of the tower, where all these village people that aren't on the walls are basically just staring in wonder at, oh my god, there is like a half-tree person standing in the middle of the village.
Full tree person.
There is a full tree person standing in the middle of the village. Half the size of a full tree person, at least.
There you go.
But, yeah, no. So, I don't know, but would Salix do anything to this? Like, what's the gawking?
I'm probably used to it. Well, red versus blue did offer up my services. So
I think they said they'll sort that out in the morning.
fair enough.
Okay, eventually, you can see through the open gate. Or the gate. Well, no, you can't see, David, because the gate's now shut. But everyone else, including you, Red, on the walls, can now see a very wet, soggy-looking lizard with an owl on its head come back up the sort of path and stand outside the village gate.
Hi.
Are you Scales?
Yes. Hail. I'm very friendly. Can I come through the front door? It's not a custom. It might be.
They lower the gate.
I turn to the chief and say, I promise no more of them are coming.
Thank you. I can be of a service to your village.
Alright. Everyone's now just looking at the fact, because Tristan, Scales is like 7-8 feet, isn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty big. He's pretty tall. I think he's somewhere between 7 or 8 feet.
Yeah. How does Scales react to coming into this village full of people who are like, what?
I'm probably acting quite sheepish at the moment. I'm pretty embarrassed. This isn't how I thought it was going to go down.
Can I quickly cast message to tell Scales the thing about lizard culture, which I told them?
Yeah, tell me.
So I just point at him and say, "There he is," and then under my breath mutter everything about lizard culture while casting message.
I think I can roll with that, the Red Lester. I think.
Well, don't say it out loud.
I mean,
yeah. Oh yeah, out on blue cheddar.
Okay. Sorry, I've never used the message spell before.
No, you've had it just used on you.
You only have. Yeah.
Oh, so I'm yelling this across the. Okay, blue cheddar. All right.
Yes, I am okay. How are you?
Wet.
Understandable. Tree, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Fair.
You by chance haven't seen any smugglers around here, have you? He immediately says to the elder.
Okie dokie. I think that's actually probably quite a good place to call it.
Fair enough.
with red face palming atop the wall.
Until everyone starts to roll. Oh, sorry. I don't know if I was on mute while you heard it, but I was like immediately turned to the elder and say, "You haven't seen any smugglers, have you?"
Yeah, we heard
Yeah.
that.
No, we heard that.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
heard that.
That's why
I think that was
it's a
the
good time to
impetus
call
for
it.
calling it.
And now
Yeah,
we're all
that felt
gonna.
like a good as time to take a break on it is anyway, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you for the sesh. That was really fun.
No, it's alright.
That was all
That was a good one, guys.
No, thank you
That
very
was
much,
pretty
guys. That was a
cool.
lot of fun.
Sometimes it's good when we have like fewer players sometimes because there's you can get quite a lot done. There's a good dynamic.
Yeah,
Dedicated
this
feel
is
well. Yeah, hopefully we can get at least one or two more guys for next one.
But I do miss our players. I do love them very much.
Well, hopefully we can get a few more of the gang back together next time, and then you guys can go on the road and hopefully get the hell out of this goddamn valley, away from the cats in the stream.
Dun, 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 dun.
Joe, if you're
We
listening
can
to
do a
this,
chase scene.
oh, we can. Joe, if you're listening to this, I've taken a spell specifically to annoy you with, so we need you back.
You have to be present to be annoyed.
Yeah.
On that
I've got whole new uses for animated robe.
on
Yes,
that
George.
note, I was going to say, on that note, thank you for anyone who may be listening at any point. We'll catch you guys on the next session.